Whirlwind Bing Chavez. Yay, Bing.
Whirlwind as a noun means a tornado. As a verb, it means to move quickly. As an adjective, it means as in sudden force. Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members, most honored guests. I fell in love at the age of 23. Pretty late, huh? I'm a late bloomer. But also because my mother always told me to focus on finishing your degree and setting your goals in life first. Because according to her, the more I achieve, the more I become attractive. Just imagine how pretty I became after graduation and have taken my license. That's ego, isn't it? Anyway, I chose who to fall in love. Yes, I did. And I was fortunate that the man I love loved me more. The relationship was made in heaven. It was so strong that we think we can face any adversity as long as we are together. We plan for our future, to have a family, we dream dreams, we set goals. We never talked about going outside the country to seek greener pasture until I was privileged to work in Saudi Arabia. Who can say no to Aramco, an Arabian-American oil company, the biggest in the world? I didn't apply though. It was my classmate who applied, and I was accepted. I had mixed emotion on my first international flight. I felt blue for leaving the one I love, and tickled pink because of the new adventure. The plan was only to stay for 3 months, which became years. After 4.5 years, I resigned to get married. When I arrived home, we find each other very different from who we were before. So the long-awaited reunion didn't result to the tying of the knot, but to the untying of the relationship. The breakup was devastating. But with pride in our midst, overshadowing what we had before in the past and whatever emotion we had, we stood up to the decision. So I came here in America in 1990, nursing a broken heart. To forget, I focused all my energy and time in taking the board exams to get licensed here. After 5 years here, I still find myself unhappy, even though I opened myself to the possibility of having a new relationship. So what did I do? I reconnected with him. We're back together. That means I have to go home for good. When family and friends knew of this idea, they thought it was crazy. Of course I knew it's crazy. Turning my back to this God-given opportunity, yes, it seemed idiotic, but it was me who is feeling empty, even when filled with compliments. It was me feeling sadness, even when in the midst of a celebration. It was me feeling lonely, even with the circle of friends around me. So because you know what? Success is nothing without someone I love to share it with. So you know what my friends did? They played matchmakers. I have a dozen or so of so-called blind dates or first dates. I called mine lobster dates. I tried to play high maintenance. I always ordered the most expensive fare in the menu, which is almost always lobster market price. It worked, but I got tired of it. And also my cholesterol went high. But I always look back at those shenanigans with a smile. Anyway, I told them, no more dates. Nothing can change my mind anymore. Nobody. But I have one friend. Her name is Jane. She wouldn't accept no for an answer. So on July 1, 1995, I had my last first date with Philip, a lawyer handling immigration cases. Upon learning that I have plans of going home for good, he said, you'd rather have a legal immigration advice so that just in case your plan will not materialize there, you can still come back here, which I agreed. On July 11, 1995, he picked me up from my office because I didn't drive then, to bring to his office. As expected, they discouraged me from going home. But you know what? Nothing, nobody can change my mind anymore. Then he volunteered to drive me if I need to do more shopping because I was going home. We went to the Beverly Center. While we were talking, having snack, he said, can I read your palm? Which I said, okay. And then he said, you know, your vibrations is so strong. Can you please close your eyes so that I can focus? So I did close my eyes. And then I felt like, as though he put something, I thought it was a penny, in my hand. And he closed it and said, I love you. Will you marry me? Those 8 words from a stranger was like a tornado. It jolted me out of my chair, and I sought refuge under the 2-seater table. I was there. He didn't let go of my hand. He explained to me that the first time he held my hand, he felt fireworks, lightning, thunderbolt, and he knew then that he met the girl that he will marry. The details of which will be in another speech. Meanwhile, on July 25, 1995, 24 days after meeting the stranger, Mr. Philip Chavez, I became Mrs. Philip Chavez, the wife, for almost 18 years now. That's a whirlwind. May it be an adjective, a noun, a verb. It's definitely a whirlwind. I have a proof, isn't it? Thank you, Mr. Closely.
Yeah.
The easiest way.
Jennifer, thank you for coming. For those who haven't have chance to meet Jennifer, Jennifer is our Division E governor.